a result of ensuring that governmental institutions operate autonomously and freely within the realm of the mandate that constitute them as at law established. It is very clear that from time to time, government institutions must talk to each other so that we do not end up in a situation where one government is seen to produce statements speaking to one particular event or occurrence, but carrying different messages. And let me also take this opportunity to thank the church for voicing out through Father Chewe Mukosa and other, clergy who have had the courage to speak out on issues they deem necessary and fit that government needs to be informed about. We are a government that at all times wants to get feedback from the citizens so that we avoid the situation of complacency, seated in a seat of comfort, hearing only that which we choose we must hear, and hear divergent views only when it is too late in the ballot box. We think that it is necessary for the citizens, the church, civil society, to speak to their government, even on things we may not entirely be agreed upon. The church should continue to hold this government accountable. And we truly understand why the church and other civic actors this time round are actively engaging the government. It is because of the history, the recent history we are coming from, one which was intolerant to divergent views, especially those that portrayed the government of the day then as being one that was at variance with the law and or doing certain things that the citizens were not agreed with. We think that this administration will not want to repeat that same course, and the fact that the church and other civic actors are able to quickly make comments on the governance of this country is living testament that there is freedom of expression and speech in this country, which President HH has guaranteed and vowed to defend. And therefore, want to take this opportunity to urge all government functionaries that in whatever they do, they should not be seen to be at variance with the spirit with which the government, and particularly the president, wants to govern this country. Rule of law, respect for human rights, application of the law to maintain law and order in the country reasonably and judiciously, to ensure that arbitrary actions by those holding public office should not begin to infringe upon the freedoms of the citizens that the president says he stands to defend. The president has pronounced himself very clear on these issues, such as the conduct of police and other investigative wings, that before arresting any person, there must be due diligence to ensure that investigations are done to establish a prima facie case that would warrant police or any other relevant authority to take action of arresting or apprehending a suspect, to ensure that innocent citizens are not unnecessarily inconvenienced. So the president has been very, very clear. And so I am sounding this reminder that all government institutions and all public workers under the ambit of the presidential direction should do whatever they are doing within the realm of the law, but paying particular attention to what the president is saying we must all be able to do. It will not do for the president to make public pronouncements promising guaranteed enjoyment of fundamental freedoms and human rights, and other institutions of government are taking away what the president is giving to the public. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Father Chewe Mukosa for his magnanimity to come out in the open and urge all those who wanted to take political mileage and political capital out of this particular situation, that he did not want any entity or individual to politicize this matter. This is how it should be, because this was never a political matter. And those who wanted to jump on this situation have been put to a place